Good day. This 110th day, Meaningful Moments, 365 days. So as you can see behind me and around me, I have some flowers inside now. And I spoke to you just a few days ago about flower power and having them all set up outside. And the meaningful moment came to me when I found out that it was going to snow, of which it is right now snowing outside. And I thought to myself, well, we better get these flowers in because they're not going to handle that snow and cold, and I certainly don't want them to die. So I was in preservation mode, and that's when the meaningful moment came to me, preservation. And yesterday I talked about conservation, which is a little bit different than preservation. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about preservation today because it just so happened that in all of this, I thought I was doing the flowers a big favor. It was really out of love and care, but I wanted to bring them in and wanted to protect them. I wanted to preserve them. And the meaningful moment was when indeed I went downstairs in the evening to check on them. And, we had brought them in and lined them all up. We had brought in some from our balcony as well, too. So now our living space has some that were outside on the balcony as well. And in fact, it was the complete opposite of what I thought. Yes, I was preserving them, but they were preserving me. And that was the flip side, because that exquisite presence that they have, and I experience it not only through the smell, because as I walked down my staircase to check on them last night and I'm sitting in my living space, I can smell them, and just this delicate light fragrance that they're emitting throughout my whole home. And it is the kind of fragrance that when I close my eyes, I can tap in and get such a sense of serenity. Now, for many of us working with essential oils and things like that, we know that different flower essences are attributed to different kinds of qualities and things that we experience when we're doing that meditation, or we're doing that energy balance work, or we're healing in some capacity. And they exude this type of energy. It's an actual quality that they have within their field of energy, and that we, if we're tuning in, can sense it too in our field of energy. And that's where the shifts can occur, in those subtle healing ways that plants are so benevolent in their gifting us with those properties. But that was the moment, that I experienced that part of it, and then that I actually felt another part of that preservation of myself, which was that there was a deep sense of joy, like as I took in that waft of fragrance, it brought out this deep sense of joy in my own self, and the feeling that I have in my home, and this connection I have with the plants, and this bit of what I spoke about yesterday, that conservation and connecting with nature and our energy, and all that energy work that we do. So whether it's conservation or preservation, it's a really essential part of daily living, and of which I'm so thankful for. So today, the meaningful moment was about preservation. But again, it wasn't just me preserving the flowers. It was them preserving me, my essence. And for that, I am eternally grateful. And so for you today, in whatever way you're experiencing your preservation, your alliances, your connections, may they keep happening for you with greater clarity, greater depth, greater awareness for your well-being. Aho.